Welcome out to the Salida Golf Course. Scott Kreitz, the head coach of the Buena Vista Demons, taking some time to talk with us. And Scott, as you can see in the background there, the team getting things going. But 14 kids out, you said, this year. That's got to be a nice number, especially after only 8 last year.
Yeah, really nice. Got a lot of kids interested and kind of some surprises and stuff like that we didn't know that some were going to come out or whatever. But yeah, it's a challenging number, but a great number to have at the same time or whatever. A lot of kids interested in the game of golf, and so yeah, we're excited to have a crew that's eager to learn and that kind of thing.
You have some returners that people are going to recognize. I think the leader of that group is going to be Kick Molitor from what he did last year. But it's not just him; that's some of the upperclassmen that are coming back.
Yeah, he'll definitely be our leader. Had an opportunity to he lost out in the playoff last year to go to the state tournament, and so I know that's sitting with him, pretty heavy. He'd really like to redeem himself with that or whatever. He's also going to double up and play a little football this season as well too. So we've got to work out some scheduling and that kind of thing with Coach Flavin, and we can make that work for sure, and still be able to get both of them in and that kind of thing. But yeah, we got some kids returning back from last year as well too. Cole Revis, the kid that played some varsity last year as well too, and then some of our other sophomore kids that were right there that had opportunities to challenge for those spots last year or whatever. I expect them to make a little jump this year hopefully and contend for those spots.
When you talk about the returning kids, they're obviously going to be a big role model in the kids that are new this year, and a lot of new kids, and not just freshmen. I think that's always the worry when you have a lot of new kids out as a coach, is it's all going to be underclassmen, and it's going to be a very difficult year on the course confidence-wise to build them up. But you have, whether they're new to the sport or not, some freshmen, some juniors, some sophomores coming over to play.
Yeah, we have a nice little mixture. We do have a good amount of freshman kids, and got one that moved in from Brighton. Seems like a nice kid, and we got some other kids that have played a little bit. We've got some that are just brand new beginners as well too. So we've got a lot of abilities across the board or whatever, from very beginning to a kid like Kick who's played a lot of golf in the last few years or whatever. And so we'll look to those kids with a little bit more experience and that kind of thing to be able to give them some guidance and hopefully be good leaders.
Yeah, about 10 varsity tournaments lined up for you this year. What are you expecting from the early tournaments from the kids this year, and how do you see the golf season going compared to last year when you did have some late success? You made some runs there late in the year.
Yeah, we'll start off with one of our league matches early on, and I thought we had a pretty good league result last year, finishing fourth in the Tri-Peaks, and so hopefully we can build on that and kind of see where we can put ourselves in those positions. I think some of the early tournaments too we're going to have to use as some qualifiers within our team as well too. We've got, I think, about 6 guys that could kind of contend for those 4 spots, and she could take 4 to regionals, and so I think there's going to be some good competition between those kids, and if we can get them into those same tournaments and play the same course, we can use those and figure out what's our strongest team going to be coming to the end of September when regionals comes around.
First tournament of the year is going to be down in Alamosa coming up next Friday, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
16th.
What do you want the kids to go into that one feeling like? You talk about that first tournament, the jitters. You expect the kids that are coming back, the Coles, the Kicks, not to necessarily have too many of those. But what do you expect from just the tournament as a whole going into those?
Well, I think those kids that played it last year and that kind of thing, I'm hoping that they can go into it and look on improving from what they did last year. I would anticipate Alamosa's course is in a lot better condition. It was really suffered through a tough winter last year and was in pretty rough shape, and so I would think that the course conditions are going to be much better. So hopefully that will be a factor as well too. And then some of the kids that maybe not necessarily have been on that varsity level before or whatever, just to go and get some of those kind of experiences and stuff. So it'd be one of those things that tournament number 1, there'll probably, like you said, be some jitters and stuff like that. But once they get a first few holes in, that kind of thing, they can settle down. Hopefully, just play a round that they're comfortable with, and when they're done, hopefully they look back and learn some things and build on some of the things they did well, and also improve the mistakes that they had.
If you had to put a prediction out there for Tri-Peaks, how you guys are going to finish this year? 4th last year, again, a pretty good result. Tri-Peaks is always tough when it comes to golf. You have some tough teams over there from the Front Range that always end up getting into it. But where would you say the expectations should be? About the same, or do you think that you guys can climb up a bit?
Yeah, you never know, coming from Freshman kids that have come in, at other schools and stuff like that. Lahana had a good squad last year. St. Mary's very good as well too, and Lamar had some good kids. I think those are the three teams that finished ahead of us, and they had some younger kids coming back as well too. So, I think if we, maybe if we can look at that fourth place, and if we can improve on that, great. If not, I think as long as the guys are just going out there and competing and trying to put the best round together that they can, we'll finish where we finish and that kind of thing, and we'll let the results kind of take care of themselves. But I don't think we put too much pressure on ourselves or anything like that. We just try to go out and play the best round that we can each time that we take the course.
Coach, thanks for the time. Looking forward to what should be a fun season.
Thanks for coming out.